What's good, family? Shout out to my doggy, Devil Dog 83, for boosting up your man the YB coin situation. So we got some breaking news right now. Tyson, Fury, and Dillian the Bull, Dillian the hot wife, White, are set to face off on Zoom tomorrow at 6 PM GMT. Wow! Now, I just put out a video discussing the fact that DILLIAN WHYTE broke his promotional virginity, 100%. I just did a video exposing the fact that Team Fury's lawyers, Frank Warren's lawyers, have popped your man's DILLIAN WHYTE's virginity for him, Popped his promotional hymen, 100%. And made him, broke him in, turned him out, and made him start promoting this fight. That's what he has done. Facts. DILLIAN WHYTE's been tagging Frank Warren, kissing the ring, bending the knee, all that kind of Game of Thrones thing there. 100%. Now this for me is another confirmation that Dillian going all the way through it. 100%. Out of nowhere. It's bad. It's bad right now for DILLIAN WHYTE. This shows you, I can't lie to you, I didn't believe the level of cuckery that Team Tyson Fury's lawyers have genuinely got DILLIAN WHYTE jumping through hoops right now. And rightfully so. That's what should happen when you're being paid $8 million. To be honest with you, you should be grateful enough to just do it anyway. The same way you was promoting all of them bum Eddie Hearn shows for peanuts. Yeah? Do any of you man not find it or not find it odd that DILLIAN WHYTE had no problem turning up to all them boring ass press conferences with Povetkin or whoever else in Eddie Hearn's back garden for 300 grand, had no problem jumping through all the hoops that Massa Hearn, any hoops Massa Hearn told DILLIAN WHYTE to jump through, he would jump in through for peanuts. Frank Warren come along, give you $2 million, 25% more than Eddie Hearn was going to do, and you all got a screw face, talking about you ain't going to do this and you ain't going to do that. Now look at you. But anyway, I mean, what can I say? This is good news, even though I'm glad to hear DILLIAN WHYTE finally been cucked. He finally come to his senses. He's finally been touched by lawyers. He finally understands the legal implications of putting your name and signing it on a contract. Goofy ass. I do have to say, from a boxing point of view, it's good news, because this pretty much confirms DILLIAN WHYTE should be there now. If DILLIAN WHYTE, the risk of DILLIAN WHYTE pulling out was when he wasn't saying nothing. The fact DILLIAN WHYTE said he's going to be there, the fact DILLIAN WHYTE's now doing the Zoom press conference or whatever tomorrow, it's all good news, and I'm glad. Again, it's a shame he couldn't have just done this willingly and kind of gone along with it. But either way, we're here now, 10 days out, and really, that's all that matters. The last week's what's important here. Now, before I carry on, let's give you man the update. So originally I saw this from Michael Benson. He came out and said, boom, Dillian Shy is set to join Tyson Fury, Bob Arum and Frank Warren for a Zoom press conference tomorrow at 6 PM GMT. Top Wank have announced. Now, I couldn't find much news on this since it was breaking news, so I went on to did some primary research, and I found the leaked link, and that's the other one you see on your screen. Tyson Fury and DILLIAN WHYTE media conference call. Now, it's not sure. It should be Zoom. In today's age, there's no reason to be doing, back in the day, back in the 70s with Ali or whatever. In fact, I'm not even sure then, but certainly back in the 90s, there wasn't the internet. There wasn't the video infrastructure. So there wasn't doing face-to-face. This weren't going to work like that. But now, there's no doing a media call. That makes no sense. Why would someone want to sit there and listen to two dons on the phone? Put the blower down and get the video out. We want to see face-to-face video that we missed from the press conference. So, any organisers out there, I don't know what, you man are obviously stuck in the 90s, but let me tell you now, ain't no one trying to listen to no dead-ass media call. We want to watch Zoom, so make sure it's Zoom. Dead-ass looking ass phone call. I mean, what are we doing here? But anyway, either way, I'm glad. We're going to get some promotion from both men. Even if it meant DILLIAN WHYTE to be broken, part of me thinks that he wanted that. You know what I mean? Part of me thinks Dillian was looking forward to Frank Warren cucking him. I think DILLIAN WHYTE might have an affinity to being fin-domed or legal-domed. Yeah, we already know Anthony Johnston for many years was fin-domed, financially dominated by Rob McCracken. Rob McCracken stayed in AJ's pockets, and which is well known, especially this year, especially in 2022. It's well known certain men enjoy having their finances dominated by a dominer. Yeah. Now Dillian White, we already know he kinda zesty, 100%. We already know people in his team. He encourages men, big burly dons within his team, to take his second name as if they're married. So would it really be a stretch to know that, wait a minute, I mean, I've been criticising Jeffrey Benz, and listen, there's no doubt about it, he is a D-level lawyer from Co-op who trained under the Co-op Legal Services banner. That said, no one can be as dopey as the actions Dillian's done over the last few months, which leads me to believe maybe Dillian, much like AJ, was just fixing to be legally dominated. Maybe he gets off on it. He gets off on the fact that, oh yeah, Frank's dominating me in the courts. Oh yes, I'm losing all my coin. Yeah, again, if you don't believe me, search it on Google. Type in financial domination. There's genuinely men out there. Well, I'm not sure you call them men, but alien dons. There's certainly some sort of mutated dons out there in planet Earth who look like men, but I don't know. Obviously, their bonces are all cooked and frazzled. But there are some men-ish alien men who do enjoy having their finances and other things dominated. So, all I'm saying is, it may be the case your man Dillian enjoys to be dominated. Yeah, in court proceedings. Now, I don't really care what he enjoys to do, but I am glad he fell into line. Well, tell a lie, he didn't fall into line, he got broke into line. He got turned out into line. It reminds me of Deontay Wilder to some extent. Deontay Wilder was all mouthy, and Tyson Fury turned him out. And he humble now, yeah? Deontay Wilder talking about how he need toad venom, yeah? That's what Tyson Fury do to you. He make your booty pop. He turn you out. Yeah, he turn you straight to the toad. You best believe after this fight, your man Dillian will be looking for the answers to life, much like Deontay Wilder, because he won't understand what life's about. That's almost telling you. By the time that's what we know. People say, YB, you're a Fury fanboy. No, I'm telling you the evidence. The evidence is, before Tyson Fury put his paws on Deontay Wilder, Wilder was never talking about toad venom. Wilder was never talking about contemplating life. All of a sudden, Tyson Fury plays ding-a-ling with his bonds, yeah? Bounces his bonds all over the ring. All of a sudden, he need to work out the universe now. That's what Tyson Fury do. Yeah, it'll make your head rattle so much, you'll be thinking about the toad and the venom and the universe. No doubt about it. Yeah, and Dillian up next, he won it. Allegedly he won it, and I'm glad. Assuming he does pull up, because who knows, this could be a bait and switch. This could be oh wow, I've heard the YB's videos, and he's on my case, knowing I'm going to pull out, so why don't I go along? Do you know what I'm saying? It's maybe one of them ones where Dillian White's suddenly started doing some promotion, ready for when he pulls out, so he can say, oh no, yeah, no judge, I haven't purposely pulled out, because if I had, why did I start doing the media call? Why did I start doing the promotion kind of thing? This could be one of them ones. So we won't know until Saturday, because knowing Dillian, if he really wanted to be spiteful, potentially, he could plan something on Friday or Saturday, couldn't he? Really just screw it up. No replacement, no nothing. You just don't know how vindictive people are. I don't know, but anyway, I'm hoping not. Yeah, I'm hoping not, but listen. Oh, YB, you're such a hater. Listen, I'm not the one. Chillian's the one who made it this way. He could have gone along. I was supporting Dillian until the weird behaviour started that I can't respect. Don't forget, people, ultimately, Dillian said Tyson Fury was chinless, Tyson Fury was this, Tyson Fury was that, and I supported them claims from Dillian. Then, a man goes from how chinless Tyson Fury is to saying he wants 50%. What? Wait a minute. If I'm gonna fight someone, yeah, that's completely chinless, for a world championship belt, for record payday, I don't need, for no rematch clause, I don't need 50%. Why? Because I'm going to win anyway, and then I'm going to be the 90% man. So it's contradictory. You can't talk about how chinless Tyson Fury is and then try and die on the hill talking about 50%. That's a contradiction. And you know the YB, he don't do contradictions. You best stay on point. Else the YB gonna get his wick out. And you know what I'm saying? And start giving you the... I'm not going to say... Listen, I'm not going to say the long one, because the YB ain't got the long one. YB got the medium one. Yeah, YB going to give you the medium one from the back. Yeah, that slow-paced medium one, trust me. Because you can't go... Listen, when you got the medium one, you can't go too fast, it slips out. 100%. You have to go mid-paced, 100%. Yeah. Obviously, there's some long dons out there who can give it the long... Listen, long dons can do both ways. They can do the slow and long, or they can do the fast one. But the YB can't do the fast one, because it comes slipping out. Yeah, not enough leverage, 100%. Anyway, listen. Shillian. I'm intrigued to see what the dynamics are like tomorrow. I am intrigued. Part of me hopes that Dillian isn't broken, because think about it. If it is the case, which I'm hearing, which is that Dillian White's been broken by Tyson Fury's legal team, then he may just turn up and kind of be like, oh, I'm a killjoy, I'm broken, I've been turned out and I'm bitter. Do you know what I'm saying? So it could be Dillian White is trying to play it smart in as much as, oh wow, Team Fury's got my guts for garters, so let me just turn up and do the bare minimum kind of thing, and not say anything, and say no comment. That's a possibility here, people. So we are going to find out how this sudden acquiescence to Team Fury from Dillian White has come about. If Dillian White genuinely jumped on board because all of a sudden he's seen the light, then he'll be taking full part. He'll be saying things like, Tyson Fury, I knocked you out in sparring, and you're mine. Yeah, I'm coming for them soft floppy cheeks you've got, and they're getting clapped. Yeah, that's why, and that's, don't forget people, that what people say, YB, you flip-flop. No, I'm consistent. Yeah, I'll tell you who flip-flopped. Dillian White flip-flopped when he went from saying he's going to clap Fury's cheeks to going silent. That's flip-flopping. I'm consistent. Yeah, I was happy, I was prepared and happy to back Dillian all the way based on the things he'd said. He didn't tell me. If it had been this 100%, yeah, if Dillian White had told me that he wants 50% with no belt, having been knocked out by Povetkin, I'd have told you, I'm not backing that whatsoever. He never mentioned that. Dillian White said, Fury chinless. I want him, no matter what. I'll fight him for free, he said. Now, obviously, I wouldn't expect him to fight for free, but 25%, 20% is the going rate for challenger bums. Everyone else took that. Everyone. No one else complained. Usyk takes it. Fury took it. Everyone does it. But Dillian, somehow, so you weird man's talking about, oh, but YB, he had pay-per-views. I don't care what pay-per-views he had. Pay-per-views has nothing to do with you being a bum challenger. A bum challenger is a bum challenger. Do you understand that? And Dillian don't even do them numbers. Dillian only does numbers because of Sky. Come on, get serious here. Anyway, listen. It's great news to some extent. We're going to find out how much of great news it really is. But really, if I was Dillian... Remember, Dillian, if you win this fight, yeah, I think you will kick yourself. I don't think you will win the fight, but if you did, imagine, yeah, you did win this fight, and all you've done is try and kill it. And I guess to some extent that, oh well, the ecstasy of the moment's going to be amazing anyway, but still, imagine how much bigger it would be if you fully... I mean, look at McGregor. McGregor in his prime, part of what made them whole nights so amazing was because of the whole build-up of it. It wasn't the case where, well, we haven't heard from McGregor for 2 weeks and he turns up and puts on a performance. No, he makes predictions. He makes the predictions come true. Down to the punch. It's all magical. So imagine and that's what makes me believe he don't even think he can win. Because if Dillian thought he could win, I mean, he'd take these things into account. Yeah? But anyway, we're here now. Let's see what go on. No doubt.